Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello and welcome to Footy JUDGEMO, people. Listen, elite panel. This is gonna be one of a hell of a show. You know it. It's an early stream for me. Big up everybody that is here. Make sure to hit that like button. You can tell who is late on this stream. You can literally say who is late, who's on the screen right now, and who's late, who isn't here yet. Of course, even though he has the latest time of all of us. By the way, the latest time of all of us. Big up everybody that is here. Hit that like button if you just joined us now. We're talking about Chelsea, Vega, and the best left back in the world that I don't know his name that Chelsea are signing from Atlanta United. Don is going to tell us all about it. Arsenal linked to Eze. While Arsenal linked to Eze, Chelsea are linked to people that we don't know about, but it's all right. It's okay. And also want to speak about should Foden and Harry Kane be dropped from England. It's the awkward, the uncomfortable conversation that some people don't want to have. Some people just want to say, no, you cannot drop these guys. We'll talk about that as well, people. Listen, hit that like button. The guys' channels are in the description. Of course, Kunle just left. Don CFC in the description. This is football. HUSAM's channel in the description. And Tunnel TV media in the description as well. Where do we start? I don't know. Once Kunle comes back. Listen, there's only one place to start on. How are you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. Nice to be on. Obviously, big up the chat. Big up Mo. Big up Kunle.
You're a celebrity now. You're a celebrity now. You're a celebrity now.
I'm not a celebrity, bro. Nothing's changed, bro. We're same Don, man. Same Don. You know what I mean?
Your channel doing well. You're linked to Tutboli now. You're making decisions with them.
Bro, yeah, man, the channel just hit 2K. It's crazy. I didn't expect it. I'll be real, man.
Congratulations, bro. You're working very hard. You're doing elite shows.
You're definitely a celebrity. Just say it as it is.
Definitely a celebrity, bro. Definitely a celebrity.
Don't do that, Don. You're a celebrity. Did they ask you for pictures?
When you come London, bro, when you come to the UK, you're gonna see what going HUSAM and you Mo as well. You know, I told you I got stopped in Westfield, and the guy was like, "Yeah, I watch you Mo, all of them lot." I say, "Raw, say nothing, man, say nothing."
I big up everybody there. It's for
You got
Ghana
stopped
here.
for a picture. Like, did they take a picture with you?
No. Some guy stopped me in Westfield and was bigging Mo up. He was like, "I was even watching Mo earlier." I said, "Raw, that's crazy."
Hey, I don't know.
Alhamdulillah, bro. We're working hard. All of us are working hard. Your channel. I was watching your channel the other day. You had a great panel. You guys were talking Chelsea, deluded Chelsea fans, but hey, but at least it's work. It's great. It's great.
Therapy, man.
It's opinions. You know that. You know that opinions differ, bro. Like, to be honest with you, Shez, yourself.
Mo, why do I have 15 missed calls from you? Can I understand?
Because you were late. Me, Don, Kunle were here exactly on time. You're late.
12 10 minutes late, and you threw a hit.
We were worried, bro. We were worried, man.
This guy.
Also,
bro.
they were worried that you were still asleep, though. That's
No.
Literally, Kunle is like, is he asleep? And I'm like,
too late. Don't worry, I don't sleep that long. Not that long. You know?
So wait, what was his excuse?
I don't know.
There is no excuse. I was just eating tuna and eggs.
Can you imagine, bro? Just bulking up, letting us wait for you. That's all.
Bro, listen, I have to build up this fucking muscle, brother. I don't have time for this shit.
Hey, has anyone like in the chat? Because if you wondered, like, what is HUSAM training for, bro? It's like he's training for like some sort of like MMA fight.
Who told me to go gym? You have to train.
Huh?
I'm training for me to look good, to look better, to feel better. I've lost 27 kilograms. You know, you train for yourself. 100%.
Love that.
Well, if you see, I was so surprised when I saw the journey Sam went on, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Now I've seen a couple of pics. Great.
The before and after is mad. Listen, don't make me start pulling out media now. There are a couple of women in the chat. Be careful, Kunle. Yeah, be careful. Just
hey,
pulling out now, huh? And this is the journey, you know, that we talk about. This is me on the left, and this is me on the right. Just the same person right there.
Blow up, man.
Yeah, we went. Then there's the infamous one that this is the last one I'll show. Okay, sorry if there's any woman in the chat. Just hide this from your. Apologize. This is the one that the infamous one. Everyone knows it. So like, just say.
You know, it's a Cristiano Ronaldo's dedication, bro. Osam is Ronaldo's dedication. CR7 dedication. Anyway,
all I've been eating is fucking tuna and eggs. I hate my life, but it's worth it when you weigh yourself. It's fucking worth it. Fucking tuna. You know, I've developed a thing for hot sauce. I'm never a hot sauce thing because it has 0 calories and it just puts flavor on shit that is flavorless. Beautiful, incredible. Phenomenal. I would fit right in Ghana. I know Ghana is known for eating a lot of eggs.
As well,
100%. Right there. I would have no problem. I just need to learn Twi and I'm ready.
You're not gonna land it with me, man. I'm only quarter Ghanaian, you get me?
What do you speak?
Nah, Yoruba.
Yoruba. Oh, Yoruba. You're Yoruba. Okay, fair enough.
How did you not tell, bro? You know what we're like.
Yeah, definitely Yoruba.
Don't knows.
Guys, let's get to the likes up a little bit. Let's get the likes up to 100, 200. Listen.
Sorry, guys, we confused this Italian over here. We confused them, guys. I'm sorry. All he knows is pizzas and pastas and shit. He doesn't know about African culture and stuff. Yeah, he doesn't know about that. Yes, Mo?
I'm African. Where are you from?
What's your Egyptian dish? What's the main Egyptian dish you lot have, Mo?
Tons of them. There's kosheri. There is like stuffed grape leaves. There's stuffed like a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of okras and
okra. Yeah, you eat okra as well. Oh, okay.
Lots of these stuff. You know,
Frankie, you're gonna get a 5-minute timeout for that right there.
I don't know what.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we had a lot of them. But anyway, listen. Back to the football thing. Chelsea. Signing, bro, I was hit yesterday with this American. Is he American though? That left back.
Bro, I told you the best.
Where is he from? Can you tell us where is he from? Bro. What's his nationality?
Oh, I think he's American. Yeah, I do think he's American.
You don't know. The guy said, I think, Bro,
Bro,
the guy said,
we're probably not even gonna see him at Chelsea, bro. Like he's gone Strasbourg on loan, but he's most likely just gonna get flipped after that. So I'm not really looking much into it. I'll be honest, you know. So he's been signed for Chelsea, but he's most likely gonna get sold, man. I haven't watched him at all, so but I'm seeing a few things. Apparently, he can't invert, and that's something that Chelsea like right now in terms of a profile that can invert. So I can see him getting flipped. You know, how much we pay for him? Like 6 million or something like that.
bro, let me just tell you.
So I can see him
This guy Vega guy, right? The plays for Basel.
He's good.
I never heard of the guy. Wallah al-azim. Wallah. Until
He'd be fine, man. Only Vega I know is the street.
I saw breaking news Chelsea, and I'm like expecting Chelsea did something, you know? Like Dewsbury Hall, yeah, breaking news. Dewsbury Hall is a good player. Great. But I'm saying Vega. And I'm like, who's the last one I said is Gabby Vega. And I'm like, who's this guy? Like, who's this guy?
I never heard of him either, bro. That was the first time. We didn't get any links. We didn't get any noise. It was just exclusive. Here we go. We're about to sign Vega, you know? I was
because if you had any links, there would have been no noise, bro. So they just announced the signing.
It literally just announced it, just like that. Just like that. There was no links whatsoever, no noise, because we were not chasing, but we were interested in California, innit? We were looking at him as well as you. But he's the guy that actually got brought in by Basel to replace him. Yeah, to replace cauliflower cheese. So obviously, I thought, okay, he must be.
You don't rate Calafiori.
Now he's cauliflower because he
I think Calafiori is good. I think Calafiori is good, but I was consistent throughout the whole time we were linked. I said, bro, if we don't get him, it's not the end of the world. Because I would rather get a fullback anyway. I don't really want to get another centre back here that can invert and do all of that. I wanted to get Kirkes. That's who I wanted, yeah. So I was like, it's not the end of the world if it happens. But with this guy, bro, when I've watched him, like I said, I showed you what man does my research on before the game. You know
he does watch 90 minutes of the guy. He does.
It wasn't 90 minutes.
No, not 90, man. He watches segments.
All actions from the game. All actions from the game, yeah. And most of the clips that I saw, he was mainly played as a DM. And then when I saw some of the clips as well, he was playing as a left centre back. Bro, he's quite comfortable on the ball. I'll be real, quite comfortable on the ball. Aggressive when it comes to getting involved in duels. He's 6'3" as well. You know, at the minute, you know, Chelsea last season, we were struggling in the air, bro. We've added a little bit more height into the team. Got a really good left foot, and that's something which is going to be key because you already know that we want to be building up from the back quite comfortably. You know what I'm saying? Only thing that I would say about him, he looks a little bit clunky at times and a little bit rash and erratic when he's going into challenges when he's playing in midfield. I think he looks a little bit better when he's playing at the back, you know, rather than playing in midfield. Because when I'm seeing him in midfield off the ball, bro, he seems like he just jumps into challenges and he's just clattering guys. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I know we've signed a versatile player, but there's so many other options. I'd rather play in midfield before him. So I'd rather he stays at the back, left centre back or left back. But it does look like we've signed a good profile, man. I can't lie.
Oh no, you are allowed to say you're underwhelmed with this sign. You're allowed to say it, bro. It's like no one's gonna judge you. Like, we're not gonna judge you for one time coming on the stream saying, I don't know who this guy is. There's much we should be interested. We should be interested in a better caliber of player.
I wanted Robinson.
No, wait, hold on, John. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt you. Instead of listing all these attributes, he's this. I've seen him do this. I've seen it. Like, Don, like, stop, Don.
What do you want me to do? Hold on.
Like, stop, bro. Like, you can watch all the footage you want, but who is he playing against? Who?
This is the mentality that
what are we doing? Like,
this is the mentality that people have. My mentality is different to yours, Kunle. Yeah, I know my club are not going to be signing these big names all over the pitch. I've accepted that. Yeah, at the end of the day, we've brought in scouts to go out there and go and buy these players that a lot of us don't know about. You know what I'm saying? So me, I didn't know much about Gusto before he came in. I didn't know much about what's his name, Jackson, before he came in. I didn't know about a lot of these guys that we've signed, bro, and they've been good signings. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm very open-minded. That's what I've said this season, Mo. Yeah, this summer is all about signing shrewd players, and I'm very open-minded. There's a player that we'll link to, Omarodian. We're still looking at him at the minute, yeah? I don't want that guy. I've watched his games back and that, yeah? I don't want him. I don't think he's ready for Chelsea. I don't think he's much of an upgrade on Jackson. I don't want him. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that we've actually got Mark Gill now, who I think is better than him, I'd rather, if we go and buy a striker, go bring me a Solanke, go bring me someone that's a little bit more guaranteed. But end of the day, people like Kunde are just going to automatically shut these guys down because they don't know them. Me, bro, I'm not like that. Yeah, if we sign these guys, hold on, Kunle. When we sign these guys, I keep quiet, I do my research, and I come back and I let you guys know what they're looking like. And for me, this guy looks good. He looks like a good profile to have, bro. I'll be real.
Like, what is happening, Don? Like, of all people, like, you grew up in Abramovich era, so to hear this spin from you is bizarre for me, bro.
It's not spin.
Like,
it's not spin.
It's a spin, bro. Because like, I'm not saying he can't become a good player at Chelsea, but I'm not gonna hype up a guy that nobody knows about. But talking about profile this, profile that. You lot are trying to break it back into the top 4 next season. Some guy that nobody knows about. It's not gonna be the guy to get you there, bro. And you're trying to spin it like, yeah, because of this research and that research, I've watched him and this. Like, it's not that. It's okay just to say, I preferred someone else. This is underwhelming, but this is what my club has gone and bought. It's okay to say that. You're not, bro, like, you're telling me you didn't care about Calafiori when he's better than all your centre backs.
Can I spin the question?
I didn't care much about Calafiori. I didn't know about this guy before the Euros, bro. I watched him in the Euros. That's it.
Let me spin the question. The difference is Calafiori played for a Bologna side that got top 4 in Italy, something that is unprecedented for the club. He played for the coach that went and coached Juventus. He played for the Italian national team. Let me explain to you the angle that people are watching Chelsea, and this is how me as a neutral looking at it.
I understand.
If Chelsea 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, were linked to Michael Olise, right? We sat here, we praised the link. We said, okay, well, let's see if Chelsea can get this guy. If tomorrow Chelsea go, and then suddenly I wake up tomorrow, myself, Kun and HUSAM, and we see Chelsea sign the right winger that we never heard of, and I see a Chelsea fan praising that signing after they were linked to Olise, and I'm going to say, hold on a second. How were you linked to Olise, and then you are accepting and you're giving a leeway to your board after being linked to Olise to sign a no one? If Arsenal are linked to Osimhen, linked to Gyökeres, linked to these guys, Sesko, and then tomorrow these guys sign an unknown someone striker, and they say, this is going to be the backup for Havertz, the guy that's going to be, Arsenal fans are going to, hold on. We were linked to these elite strikers, and now we are signing this guy. Should we just trust the signing blindly? That's what some Chelsea fans do. You signed a left back that we never heard of.
I'm not trusting it blindly, Mo. I'm not trusting it blindly, bro.
He looked at the scout report, man.
I don't watch compilations, yeah, and then just base my judgment off of that. Because compilations will show you the best bits, yeah. I watch the games back to actually see what this player is like, yeah. End of the day, Calafiori, no one knew about this guy much. Maybe only you, because you actually watch Italian.
He played against the Inter.
I did as well. I wanted him before the Euros.
No, okay, fair enough. But most people didn't even know about this guy until after the Euros. Yeah. So right now it's flavor of the month. Big up CB, because he's the one that said it. Kunle, you probably didn't know about him either.
I didn't.
Like I said,
I didn't. I put my hand up. I didn't know.
I'm not gonna be one of these Chelsea fans that start throwing toys out the pram, because you guys already know. You guys call us spoiled brats. I am not a spoiled brat, bro. I understand, yeah, right now where football's at. Yeah. There isn't a single player right now, a left back, that I'm looking at and saying, I definitely want him, or everyone's after them.
Robinson,
yeah, right now, there's a lot of options. There's a lot of options to go and get on that side. And Mo, I'll be real with you, bro, yeah? I like the fact that we're using our scouts and we're going to go and bring players that a lot of us don't know about and see what they can do, bro. And like I said, for me, this Vega guy, from what I've watched, he looks good.
No, stop lying. You don't like it. You just accept it.
And he was literally, the funny part of this is, yeah, he literally came into Basel to replace Calafiori. So he must be good if he's replacing a guy that's gone on left. He's got a better injury record than him.
Has football ever worked like that, man?
Calafiori's injury record.
Has football ever worked like that? Because you signed a replacement, he's got to be good. Has football ever worked like that? I don't know what level.
Bro, he must be good to an extent. He must be good to an extent for them to look at him and say, yeah, this is a replacement for the guy we just had that was doing well. And the guy that
he might just have a similar profile, but just not as good.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Kunle's acting as if I'm coming here saying he's gonna be better than Calafiori. He's got to be better. Bro, I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying I like the profile. I like the fact that it's niche. I like the fact that it's shrewd. And from what I've watched, he looks good. And we'll see how he gets on. That's it.
So you're happy with the signing? So you're happy with the signing then, basically?
Yeah, I am. I am happy with the signing. Yeah.
Fair enough, man. I don't know if we ever signed a player like this, you will never catch me. No matter all those different attributes that Don listed, you'll never hear me at the end of it saying I'm happy with that signing. That doesn't mean the guy does that doesn't mean that the guy has nothing to offer. But if depending on what stage my club is at, will determine how exciting that signing is. If you're trying to secure top 6, this signing's perfect for you. But I thought you guys were trying to go from top 6 to top 4, and if that's the case, there's no guarantees of anything. But this is an underwhelming signing that doesn't, like, put any battery in my pack thinking that Chelsea are going to push into the top 4 because of this signing, all the signings that they've made so far.
Let me ask you a question then, Kunle, because last summer was a summer of a lot of unknowns. Yeah, me and you were going back and forth on a lot of things. Yeah, and which was fair enough, because I even said to you the only reason why I can't put Chelsea up there. I can't put Chelsea up there is because I'm not too sure on the firepower. I kept saying that to you consistently, yeah? There's no one that I'm really looking at that's going to bag me a lot of goals. You didn't know much about Jackson, yeah? Jackson in his first season went and bagged 15 Premier League goals and could have bagged even more than that if he was serious in front of goal. None of us knew about this guy. Gusto, yeah, starts for majority of the teams in the league. No one knew about this guy. All I'm saying is be a little bit more open-minded, yeah? Yes, I know he's not. I know it's underwhelming. Hold on, Kule. I know it's underwhelming.
Gusto played for Lyon, bro. We all know Gusto.
No, Gusto. Yeah, people knew about Gusto. Yes, but what I'm saying is there's still a lot of people that were shitting on the signing at the time. Yeah, and even some Lyon fans were saying, "Oh, defensively, Gusto ain't the best one-on-one." That's what they kept saying. Yeah. All I'm saying is, all I'm saying is don't overly do it because you don't know the player, bro. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, you can criticize.
I hear it. I didn't know about Jackson, and I still don't rate him. So that was a bad example.
No, but I'm gonna tell you the difference. Hold on. It keeps. That's the problem, Don. Is that Malo Gusto played for Lyon, right? They played Europe football. It's like the French league. Nicholas Jackson had, I think, 15, 16. He had like double digits goals in La Liga.
Did he?
And at that time, he did. Didn't he have
like a purple patch towards the end? That was about it, bro.
I don't know. I don't know. But that's the point. But the problem is, you went from a player from Villarreal and Lyon, and people said, these are unknown. We are expecting Chelsea to sign the creme de la creme, the top of the place. And you guys said, no, just wait and see. Now it went down to players that are not even on the market. You know, like we're not seeing these guys before, not in Europe, not everything. But it keeps going down. That's the problem, Don.
No, to you, it keeps going down, bro. Listen,
to the level of Chelsea, it keeps going down. What are you talking about?
Do you know how many footballers?
Let me bring HUSAM in because this is very linked. Before I move to Adeyemi. This guy, HUSAM, has been on his channel, and This Is Football, for the past 2 months, has been saying, we need a left back. And the left back market has Ainuri, Robinson, Kerekes, who else? Calafiori. He mentioned about 6-7 names, right? And he said, we can go get any one of them. Someone else can get the other guy. And it can be, the market is wide open. If this guy at Liverpool who has
the left back market is 100% stacked, like you
but that's the whole point. But hold on. If
you could sign Estupiñán as well, but Estupiñán did not suddenly become a bad player.
Let me finish the point. If HUSAM tomorrow sees Liverpool going and signing this guy Vega from Basel, who's 20 years old, he's gonna say, "What the fuck? You left all these fuckers, and you went to sign this guy." He's not gonna sit and defend it, and he's not going to sit here and defend the signing and say, I don't know, I'm going to trust my... He can talk for himself. I've listened to the guy on This Is Football. He never sits and say, oh, I'm going to trust the scouts. It's like, the names are there. Why aren't you signing these names?
Oh, bro, why are you going to the unknown? I would only hear
let him respond. Let him tell you how he's talking on his channel about it.
No, listen, there are markets out there that are stacked. I think the left back market is stacked. I think the center back market is stacked. There are many options for you could go Antonio Silva, you could go Inacio, you could go Diomande. The thing is, like when we say, listen, despite I disagree with the overall idea, because Calafiori is a very good centre back regardless. I think look, there are many options. You know, Diomande was the guy being spoken about all year long, so he doesn't suddenly become a bad player. Estupiñán, we were putting in team of the season, he's probably available. You know, so there are many players out there that are available, and I think. Look, there are markets out there that aren't as stacked, like the DM market. That one isn't probably as good as the other ones. You know, the forward line market, there aren't really that many players that can, you know, come in and make a difference to the forward line immediately. But when I look at Chelsea, look, signing all these kids to you know, work on the future means nothing for this very second right here. It means nothing for Don's delusional takes like we're going to finish above Liverpool, because it doesn't change the short term. It changes the long term 3 years from now, your team might be the best team in the world. 4 years from now, when you have Estevao and Paez and Guyu and all these kids, and suddenly you've built your own academy team. Okay, they might.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Mark Gill.
Listen, you're Don. You're a smart individual. You know that not all Warner kids work. This is a fact. This is not an agenda. Listen, you were there. I can give you names from your own club: Charlie Musonda, Gail Kakuta, Josh McEachran. But that's beside the point. Okay, but injuries could ruin one of those guys too. So, like, the point is not all one. Look, you've signed about 5, 6 1. Let me tell you something. You've signed about 5, 6 wonder kids.
Please, just let him
listen. You've signed 5, 6 wonder kids. Probably 2 of them, if you're lucky, will actually work. And I'm not even exaggerating. I'm being dead serious right now. If you asked Kunle 4 years ago, from all the youngsters he watched, the one that we can say has 100% succeeded at Arsenal is Saka. Where's Smith Rowe now? They're looking to sell him. Look at Martinelli as well, who came through the academy. Many people are like iffy on him, like, oh, I don't know, maybe we need better, blah, blah, blah. There are players that you bring through that aren't off levels. Like, even with Liverpool, 10 years ago, there was a striker, young Robbie Fowler, by the name of Adam Morgan. He ended up playing in Australia.
I remember him, left foot, bro, baller.
Yeah, he ended up playing in Australia. All this wonderful stuff.
He used to play with Jordan.
Yeah, but don't hear me out. The overall point is, have Chelsea done enough? This is my final point. Have Chelsea done enough to improve the short term? Because this is where you're struggling. And when your manager comes out publicly and talks about processes, that makes me think that they're looking in a completely different direction than you and other Chelsea fans are. That's all I'm saying.
HUSAM, I get what you're saying, yeah, but end of the day, people keep talking about, all you've got is potential, all you've got is potential, as if these guys can't do a little something now, yeah? Let's not act as if we just didn't finish off the season the way that we did, the year that we just had, yeah? We were shit last season in terms of our performances. We were bad. And I kept telling you lot, yeah, that we're Cole Palmer FC, because the way the team was being set up, it wasn't allowing the team to play well together. And even though we weren't playing well as a team, we were still the third best team in 2024. We finished off the season 5 wins in a row after he decided to do something a little bit good that we were asking for and what we saw in pre-season. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, yeah, you lot keep talking about these players as if they're useless. I know Caicedo has got potential. I know Enzo's got potential. But let's not act as if they can't play right now. You know what I'm saying? That's my point. And even with Vega as well, yeah, he's not guaranteed to start because Cucurella right now is our starter, bro. Cucurella's been the best fullback at the Euros. Am I lying, bro? Yeah? He's been the best fullback at the Euros. Gary Neville said, he's probably going to be the reason why Spain don't win it. And he's been one of their best players. And he's in the semi-final right now. So right now, Vega don't even start ahead of Cucurella. So for me, all I'm saying is, yeah, let the scouts earn their money, because there's a few players that we've signed last season that a lot of us didn't know about. It's not as if football right now is flooded with all these world-class players that we can go and buy. Football's falling off, bro. Let's be real about it. Yeah, at the end of the day, all the guys that are coming through right now that are good are all young. Yeah, I can tell you, Vinicius, he's young. Hold on. Vinicius Jr. is young. Rodrigo is young. Yamal is young. Pedri is young. I can keep going. All these guys that are ballers are young, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You're linked to none of them, so that's the issue here. But anyway,
hold on,
please.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point. Yeah. Let me finish my point. Yeah.
That's like 8 minutes.
A lot of people seem to forget. A lot of people seem to forget that we had about 4 or 5 people out last season that could be starting for us week in, week out. Yeah, no, out because of injuries. Yeah, we already know the medical team is shit. And on top of that, Poch was injuring people in training. And it already came out after that they had a word with him about his intense training. The guy didn't want to change anything. He was too stubborn. Quite similar to Ten Hag. You know what I'm saying? This time round, bro, I see our injuries minimizing. I'll be real. Because like I said, Maresca's style of play is not as intense. It's not as chaotic. It's not ping-pong football where guys are just going to injure themselves. And for a starter as well, we've actually changed the medical team. So hopefully they've realized, that medical team wasn't good enough. Let's bring in some new guys that know what they're doing. So if we keep the likes of Nkuku, Lavia, Fofana, all of these guys healthy for majority of the season's completely different, bro. Same way if Arsenal, Kunle, if you lot didn't have no Saka, no Saliba, no Odegaard for weeks, you will not challenge. You will not challenge, bro. Same thing as us. We will not kick on with our main players. It's as simple as that.
All right.
Because we cannot just stay on the same topic. I want to move on to Adeyemi, the link to Adeyemi.
Quickly, bro. Quickly. Just quickly, I beg. And let's see if Don gives me the same grace he just got without any interruptions.
I'm not going to
Don, like, what's going on here is that in the past, many teams have been linked with no names. And then the same criticism they were getting, that's what Chelsea are getting right now. And if the no names then flourished and then proved us all wrong, okay, great, we're idiots. But right now, I remember when we signed Vieira, no one was like, oh, this is the best signing ever. He then proved that he was a great signing. So why are you shocked that everyone's criticizing Chelsea for signing no names is bizarre to me? That's number one. Number two, no. Number two, hold on, you can respond after. Number two, Chelsea, you remind me of Arsenal fans 6-7 years ago when they were saying stuff like calendar year winners and all this bollocks. Like the season is the season. Why are we remixing the stats? The season, it doesn't work calendar year and all that rubbish. Where did you finish? You finished 6th. Chelsea fans will tell us 5 paces away from 4th. Is that a position now? That's not a fucking position. 6th is where you finish. I don't care how many points you were away from 4th.
I'm flagging that.
Is where you finish. The end. No, it's not like I say we were 2 points off the top. Who says that, bro?
I'm flagging second. The reason why I'm flagging.
I did not interrupt you for 3 minutes. Please let me have the same grace. I beg. The next thing is you can't stop spinning things. It's okay to be upset at your transfer signing. It's okay. We're not gonna judge you or clip you or go against you. It's okay. But what you end up doing is pumping your chest for the wrong reason and then backtracking the back end of the season like you did last year. And you're gonna do the same this year. You started off at 3rd, and then you're talking about celebrating 5 points away from 4th. So we're excited about this season, man. I'm excited. You're gonna keep it entertaining. If I was speaking to people like Silver Surfer and that, I probably wouldn't enjoy Chelsea's season, but I'm going to be dealing with you. And you're delusional enough to think they're going to get in the top 4, so I'm going to enjoy it.
And finish above Liverpool as well.
The reason why I speak about the calendar year is because people are still talking about us as if we finished 12th, bro. You know,
yeah, but Poch left though.
People, yeah. Listen, what I'm saying is, as bad that's my point. As bad as Poch was, we were still able to finish as the 3rd best team in 2024. That's my point. Yeah, and that's
what everyone disagree with you, Don. Everyone disagree with you here.
That's what Poch said. The way that he was. That's my point. Yeah, and then to add to that, yeah, Kunle, you're saying that I'm shocked, bro. I'm not shocked because this is not shocking to me, bro. I know how rivals act when they keep seeing these names because my own fan base do it. You know, and me myself, like I said, I don't scream and shout and start judging players without watching them. Yeah, I will never do that. Whether that's a player, whether that's a manager. If you ask me about a player I've never watched, Kunle, I ain't gonna sit and act like I've watched him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But all I'm saying is just be a little bit more open-minded. Is all I'm saying, because last season was a lot of guys we signed that people didn't know about like that.
But nobody's open-minded for their club, Don. That's the problem.
But for the big club is, yeah, with guys like Adeyemi, moving on to Adeyemi, yeah, I do not want Adeyemi, bro. Yeah, I don't want Adeyemi.
Wow, Don finally doesn't want to play.
Hey, Don,
wow.
My brother, my guy, you know. Big up, Don. This is a moment right here. This is a moment. Hey, click this.
Finally.
You must have.
Hashtag he's human. Hashtag he's human in the chat. He is human.
Let's go. He disagrees with Chelsea. Put him for screen, Mo. Put him for screen. Yes. Go ahead, Don. Disagree with your club.
Just put here. We don't need to be here. Go on.
Clip him. Here. Hide the comment as well. Go ahead, Don.
When I said I don't want Marodian either. You don't just think I want everyone at the club once. No, bro. It's not my fault. We've got good scouts.
You can sign against Nigerians is what it sounds like.
Don't bring him to the bridge. I don't want him. Don't bring him. Yeah? Don't bring him.
But you want Duran?
Hey, Don, look at what you're doing to people in the chat.
West Ham are trying to sign Duran now.
Look at what you're doing to people in the chat. Look. You're making a believer is a god. That's how wild.
Bro, Adeyemi, yeah, listen, bro, you're basically signing Mudryk again. That's all you're gonna do. Just bare pace, hardly any end product. Still a lot of work to do. I'm not on it, bro.
Well, I'd rather levels, though.
If you're gonna bring me a winger, bring me someone that's established and more refined. Adeyemi is not that. I don't want him. I don't want him at all, bro.
I can't let you agree with Don because my club, quote unquote, want him. I don't believe it, but you know, it is what it is. He's fucking shit at the Adeyemi. I don't want him at all. I'll be honest with you. I just don't think he's. Listen, with all due respect, if he's gonna, let me just say this: with all due respect, if he's gonna move to the Premier League, listen, like Brighton is level right now.
Not even Brighton. He cannot do Brighton. West Ham.
They love to have a dig at Spurs always. Look at you. Look
No,
at this.
no,
But-
no.
That'd be a good move of him, man. On that left side, competing with Timo Werner. Do you get me, bro? The competition's wild over there.
Someone said bring Dani Olmo to the bridge. Do you think Dani Olmo's joining the bridge?
Do you
Wait,
think
can we
Dani
talk about
Olmo is a
Olmo?
good player to
Oh,
begin
Olmo,
with?
Can
I
we
like
talk
Olmo.
about Olmo? Is there something wrong with him? But he's always been
No,
there.
Olmo is not
I
that
think
good.
he
Let me
was
tell you, like,
injured last season,
like
I think,
him.
or something, and he didn't have a great
Olmo's
season.
not that good. I didn't even want him last year. He's not that
He
good.
looks like every time I
He's
watch him, he
so-
looks like a
he's
very
so, like,
technical
Bro, you
player.
have
He looks
Sabozlai,
sick.
bro. You have Sabozlai, bro.
Wow, you just compared the forward to a midfielder. Yes, what else?
Dani Olmo's not a forward.
Oh, actually, he plays false 9. So where do we go from here?
He
He's
played on
not
the
a
wing
forward, bro. He's
Yeah,
a winger
and he
attacking
plays false
midfielder, bro.
9.
Bro, he just played in the midfield for Spain. What are you talking
Before you
about?
embarrass yourself, go
He got moved as well to
to
left.
transfer market
Oh my
before you embarrass
God.
yourself.
No, I'm not
Second
gonna
of all-
see the difference. I'm not gonna go to the transfer market.
Second of all, Dani Olmo.
He is an attacking.
Can I tell the people about
By the
Dani
way,
Olmo more?
No. Huh?
Because you don't watch Bundesliga. I watch Bundesliga.
I
know
watch
what you're
Bundesliga
talking
more than you. I know that. for
about. No,
a
you
fact.
don't.
You
No,
do
you don't.
Watchalongs for every Premier League team. And
No,
then
you don't.
I
I watch
all the
Bundesliga
games.
every now and then. Listen,
Dani Olmo
he's
is an attacking midfielder that plays like in the wing and then
he
he comes
plays a
inside.
false 9.
Oh
He
my
plays in the
God.
false
Osam,
9
you're
position.
deluded, bro. You're
He
deluded.
plays in the.
Oh my God.
Are you done? Are you done screaming and shouting? There's
Bro, you are
bacteria
so
in your stomach.
deluded. Want to be right so bad. It's unbelievable, bro.
Coming
Hey, man,
from
we
you.
need that super chat up here. We need that. We need that. I'm not gonna
Coming
lie.
from you, it's crazy. Anyway, I think I don't think Dani Olmo is that good. I think he's very hit and miss. I think his decision making in the final third it's not fine tuned yet. He's very hit and miss. Like out of 5-6 things, he's gonna get 3 right and 3 wrong. You know, like if he was leading 6 counterattacks, probably fuck up half of them. So I don't think he's okay. Like he's nothing special. And if he is to become something
no one
special,
is linked to Dani Olmo anyway. Adeyemi
yeah,
is
if he is to
for
become
some
something
reason-
special, it will take him time anyway.
I swear Man
For
City will
some
link him.
reason, I don't know why the clubs like Liverpool and Chelsea looking at.
Yeah, but
Adeyemi.
Man City signed Kovacic.
He's fast. They
And
may want some
Doku.
extra
Yeah,
space.
Yeah, but hold on. It's not about being. Hold on. Let's go
And
back to it.
Grealish.
It's not about fast, Kunle. This guy is only good in one thing: running a 50-meter sprint. That's all he's
but-
good at.
Maybe that's what they need.
Liverpool and
Chelsea.
Chelsea scout reports saying that Maresca play a position-based football, right? So you don't need that guy. Liverpool, Arne Slot is a position-based football. You don't need a counter-attacking player. I don't know why he's suddenly linked to Liverpool and Chelsea. It's crazy to me. I don't think Liverpool
Linked to
sign
us.
him.
I ain't seen any links of Olmo to Chelsea.
Not Olmo. He's
Oh,
not
no,
linked to
Adeyemi.
almost,
Yeah.
almost linked to
Adeyemi,
one.
Adeyemi, nah.
Almost linked to one club only, and it's
Man
because
City, innit?
Pep is Spanish and he's Spanish. That's the only reason why he's linked to Man City. Actually, it's the only reason.
Adeyemi, I'm not for it at all, bro. I'm not for it at all. Just leave him
So
where
who's
he
gonna
is.
be your left winger though?
Bro, listen, for me, like
Good
I'm saying,
Drake, man.
it's
Better than
gonna be
Martinelli.
as it is right now. As it is right now, it's gonna be Sterling and Mudryk fighting out for that place. For me, I'd rather start in Cuckoo on that side, but in Cuckoo, it looks like we're gonna play him down the middle. Apparently, we're looking to play him as a striker, but then does that mean Jackson's gonna go on the left? Because Jackson looks all right on the left, to be fair. He looks quite touchline. One thing about Maresca, he likes touchline wingers, bro. They're very important to how he plays. You know what I'm saying? I watched all of Leicester's goals back last season. Fatal and Mavididi, bro. Yo, these man, they were involved, bro. They were involved. Fatal and Mavididi, yeah. Now guys are hating on people actually trying to educate people on that. It's fine anyway, yeah. But as I was saying, Fatal and Mavididi were very important to how Leicester were playing last season, yeah. And if you go check completed take-ons, they were both number 1 and number 2. So I think he's going to want a touchline winger. Someone like a Mudryk, someone like a Sterling, who can hold that width and then just run at their man. That's what I want from Mudryk anyway. I don't want Mudryk dropping into build-up like what he was doing under Poch. He just needs to stay high and wide because he's fast. He's like Flash. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I reckon Arteta would have used him as. I think Arteta would have just told him, stay wide, just run at guys. That's it. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see, innit? We've got Tyreek George, who just signed a new contract. He's highly rated from the academy. But again, I don't know if we're going to go sign that winger.
Who?
We're looking at a right-footed winger right now. So we'll see, innit? We'll see. But Tyreek
No,
George,
that guy.
Adeyemi is the guy.
That guy.
Tyreek George even looks like Saka. Yeah, he's Saka reincarnated, bro. But he's Chelsea.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know who's that Tarek George is, to be honest. But to be honest,
He's better
it went from
than Adeyemi,
bro. Chelsea went from having a front line that looked like Olise, Jackson and Kunku, Palmer behind them, which looks deadly, you know what I mean, to we're going to have to battle it with Mudryk and Sterling on the left. We don't know who the striker going to be, you know what I mean?
Bro, Mo, it's the same thing. We're going into another season with so many unanswered questions about Chelsea, which is why I don't know why there's any confidence yet. I would be like, let's see what happens
we did last season and watch.
Literally, there's so many unanswered questions. But Don just said, I don't know if he's going to do this in like one sentence. He said like 3 I don't knows, man.
Well, you know, I realized the problem. Chelsea fans actually think...
No, it's not, bro, Don, it's not your fault.
Fans actually think they have a good team. That's the problem.
Talk about.
Well, go.
Sam asked me a very awkward question yesterday on MHF. Make sure guys to check it out. It's linked. Asked me so awkward question now about Chelsea. I keep defending, like I said, it's not doom and gloom. If Chelsea get this guy, if Chelsea have a good run. He's like, can you please let me know who from Chelsea starts for the top teams? And we went through every name.
Are you crazy? Hold on. Have some damn shame, Husam.
We only said 3 names.
I'm gonna start for Liverpool.
Palmer, Caicedo,
and
the right back, maybe.
Man, this Husam guy's shameless. We've got 3 players at my club right now that your club were trying to chase last summer. How dare you?
That doesn't mean they'll start in his team, though. That doesn't mean they'll start in his team, though.
That means nothing. Your club. How dare you?
That means nothing.
No, Lavia does not start. How dare you?
Lavia does not start.
This is what I'm saying.
Lavia?
I don't
Lavia's the ghost, bro. He's not a real person, bro.
You don't get to spend a year out of football and then say you can walk into any top team. You don't anyway. Especially when you don't have a reputation.
You're telling me.
I'm gonna tell you something. Lavia doesn't Lavia doesn't start for West Ham after being out.
Jackson doesn't start for
Lavia doesn't start for West Ham after being out for a year, Don.
Let me tell you let me tell you my Liverpool Chelsea combined 11.
The guy has been away from football for a year. He doesn't start.
No, he's not completed 90 minutes and he's talking about starting in the top team.
Bro. If he goes to West Ham, Lobby wouldn't start him, bro.
Is he done? I've heard that statement from Chelsea. He's back in training. I've heard that many times. Is he back? When I see him play 90 minutes, he's back. 90 minutes back to back, he's back.
You just said there's only 3 players. You're crazy, bro. You're crazy.
Who are the other ones? Who are the exceptions, though, Don? Tell me who are the other ones.
We said Caicedo starts at the... Hold on, Don. We said, that's my opinion, and I'm not sure if the guys... I said Caicedo starts at the DM for the majority of the teams, to be honest.
Who are the teams? You need to tell us the teams, man.
Liverpool, he starts at the DM.
Okay.
For Arsenal, Thomas Partey was out. Hold on, he would start for Arsenal because Jorginho was starting there. He would start. Caicedo would start for Arsenal.
Fair. I'll give him
that. Man City, no, because Rodri is there, but he would start in the 8. Caicedo, to be honest, they struggled to put Matías Núñez. They struggled to put Kovacic. They tried to find the right guy there.
All right, we can move.
Cole Palmer. The problem is Cole Palmer on the right side. He wouldn't start for Liverpool because Salah is there. He wouldn't. Do you disagree with that, Don? Like if you have Salah and Palmer,
I prefer him centrally anyway.
But your club doesn't play him centrally.
We do play him.
You said Maresca doesn't like that. But anyway, going on. Cole Palmer
literally played
and the right back.
No, but the right back don't even start for Liverpool. That's the funny part.
Yeah, but the right back, they have Trent. Arsenal have Ben White, who's had an amazing season.
Oh, so Ben White's not better than Reece James and Gusto now, is he?
No.
Reece James is a Holland.
Don't talk about Reece James. He doesn't play.
So let me ask you a question. Mo and Husam. Let me ask Kunle.
Reece James will start.
Mo and Husam. You're building a team right now from scratch, yeah? Are you picking Gusto or Ben White as your right back?
I'm picking Ben White.
Ben White, based on last season, of course. 2 seasons.
Just all right, that's fine.
Based on last season, what do you mean?
Based on last season,
that backfired, didn't it, though?
You're talking about let me just say something first. Ben White
was the best right back in the league last year.
Ben White's good. But
they've given you the answer. Why are you trying to pitch them on another one now, bro?
I'm not saying
something else.
They've given you the answer. You're now trying to pitch them.
You are talking about a brother, yeah, that can't get into his natural position, so get shifted to the right hand side because he can't play ahead of Saliba,
and he excelled.
Gabriel.
And he excelled,
Arsenal. When Ben White leaves Arsenal, he will go back to centre back. He's not going to play at right back anymore. Yeah,
Oh, because you know him personally. You know him personally.
Don, let me ask you a question. Would you take Ake at Chelsea?
Don, have you ever spoken to Ben White or something? Because you're talking about...
Would you take Ake at Chelsea?
Since you're talking about his career.
Only one second. Would you take Ake at Chelsea, Don? Would you take Ake?
I'll take Ake at Chelsea, yes.
Okay, but Ake is a centre-back who doesn't play his natural position. So what's your point?
What do you mean?
Where do we go from here?
He plays left
Ake
back.
is not the greatest.
He was very clear with what he said, Don. There's none. What do you mean?
Ben White is a centre back who plays right
There's
back.
no what you mean here. There's no what
Ake
you mean
is a
here.
centre-back.
There's no extra. What do you mean by that?
So where do we go from here?
No, hold on. All I'm saying is
Guardiola as well. Guardiola must be shit as well, man. 'Cause he's got pushed into a different
that's
position.
fine. Everyone's got their preference. Yeah, if you like stiff brothers at the back, no problem.
It's now about preference. I thought it was about being moved into a different position, Don.
Don, I think
you're
you're
misunderstanding.
Don, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. No one here. You're
misunderstanding.
Don, you're misunderstanding. No one said Gusto's bad. None of us here. Gusto.
I never said that.
Fantastic prospect.
But you got defensive because they didn't pick him.
Yes, but based on last 2 seasons, no one said Nathan Ake is bad. No one said Gabriel, but there are preferences. For example, no one is saying Gabriel is bad. But if I'm asking for the best left centre back in the league, I'm choosing Van Dijk. It's a preference. I'm choosing Van Dijk. I'm not. That doesn't mean Gabriel is shit. Gabriel has had an immense and an amazing season, but for me, it doesn't mean that he starts over Van Dijk, for example. You know what I mean?
Bro, all you gotta do is use your eyes that God blessed you with. Use your eyes.
Hey, but Don, your first argument about Ben White was he's a player that got pushed out of position. That was actually one of your arguments for why he's no good, which is ridiculous.
I never said
stupid. You did. You said he got pushed. He got pushed from his favorite position to the right because he wasn't good enough. Like, what didn't you see? He was better than Saliba and Gabriel.
He started Saliba and Gabriel at centre back. You see, that's what happens. When you waffle, you get blocked. This is what happens, bro. You freeze like this. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you the Liverpool Chelsea combined 11 that I told Mo.
My guys.
Let me tell you the combined 11. Alisson, obviously. Trent, Van Dijk, Konate. On the left, whichever one we're gonna sign, whether it's Aitnour or whoever is better than yours. In midfield, Caicedo, McAllister, Palmer on the 10, Mo on the right. Down the middle, Jota. On the left, Gakpo. Zero bias, zero agenda. That's
you're
actually...
You're telling me Gakpo starts ahead of Nkunku then, yeah, on the left?
Yes, on the left, yes. Nkunku has an argument down the middle, but we haven't seen enough of him yet.
You know what the problem is, Don? Is that no one, again, HUSAM is not saying that Nkunku is bad.
I haven't said anything biased, by the way. I've actually given you 2 players.
Me and HUSAM have been doing, Don, me and HUSAM have been doing shows for you. He's like, Nkunku is a good player. When are we going to see him at Chelsea? Okay, wait next week. I
wanted Nkunku at Liverpool. I have no problem.
The guy wanted Nkunku to be his left winger at Liverpool.
No, I wanted him to be my striker, not left.
Yeah, but Mo, if you're gonna do it on based on last season, based on fitness, there's no point in having this conversation because most of our team were injured. So we're just gonna lose by default. Then.
Why are you arguing? With fit players? Hold on, man. Sorry. That's the bigger point, Don. That is the bigger point. All the players that you're asking us to get excited about, you're referring to their performances at previous clubs. Lavia, Nkunku, Caicedo. We're referring to all their previous clubs, not what they've done at Chelsea. Isn't that a problem to you? That we're always problem to you.
By the way, your guy Enzo hasn't hit his highs yet, Don, at Chelsea yet. 18 months in, Enzo hasn't hit his high that you and everyone at Chelsea thought you're getting that Benfica World Cup guy. 18 months in, the guy hasn't hit his highs yet.
When he first came, he was playing very well, and he had an underwhelming season last year. It is what it is. Now we move on with a better coach, in my opinion, who's going to play a proper
and a better player in Dewsbury Hall than him. That he's going to start on the left side of that midfield. We know that it's going to happen.
Wait, a better coach? Did you say, Don? A better coach? Based on what? Based on what?
Maresca's better than Poch.
Based on what? Yeah, I'm asking you. Please elaborate.
Based on his philosophy, based on his style of play, based on what you listen to in terms of the players that have been coached by him. All of that, bro. Go watch the season back, and you will see that they play.
All your players cried when they sacked Poch. What do you mean, based on the player that played?
They cried because their substitute teacher.
Your players were posting Instagram pictures like they broke up with their ex, bro. What do you mean?
He's basing his whole argument on one season in the championship. It's crazy. You watch the championship? Did you watch Leicester all season, bro?
He won the championship with Leicester, and Leicester, with all due respect, are better than 15 of the 24 championship clubs by far. I think if you gave and just a normal manager the work at Leicester, he would have gotten promoted. Company done it, you know, with Burnley. Leicester got promoted. Yes, they're a lot better than any of the championship clubs. They're better than like 15 of the championship clubs. There are 15 championship clubs.
You know what's so funny about this, yeah? Because you've got guys like Kunle, where his manager came into the job with no previous experience, yeah? But you could clearly see that Arteta understood the game and had a clear philosophy that he wanted to build. Because when he first came to Arsenal, I was defending this guy. Yeah, I had my boy.
No one was saying he was a bit better than Poch.
Hold on, Kunle. When Arteta first came in, he walked into a mess. Yeah, he walked into David Luiz, he walked into Mustafi, he walked into Leno, guys that couldn't do what he wanted to do because the way he visualizes football, those players can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Poch, the way he visualizes football is ping pong spacious football. You lot have seen what Caicedo came out and said. Caicedo literally came out and said, I had to go get my own coach to teach me how to position myself because he's not getting that in his place of work. Yeah, he said at Brighton it was all technical, all tactical. At Chelsea, it was just run. Maresca is in the mode of the Artetas and the Peps, is what I'm telling you, Kunle. So for me, he is a better coach because all season I kept telling you, Poch is expired. Poch is out of date.
All season you were telling me that?
Bro, no, wait, from earlier I told you, bro. From earlier I told you, even before September.
12 months is a crazy time in life, bro. Because you were selling me about all these things about Poch. Poch's philosophy, he's this, he's the right man for the job. Pre-season this, pre-season that. Wow, pre-season was crazy. Watch what we're going to do this season. And now, Maresca's better than him after a year in the championship.
Don't. I have to say something. It's very important. I have breaking news for everyone in the chat, guys. Pochettino is a pressing manager. Let's stone him. Let's kill him. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that Pochettino is a pressing manager? Wow. What Caicedo said is such breaking news. I never knew this. Guys, there are three different types of managers. There's the possession style manager. There's the manager who presses. And then there's the manager who counterattacks. Guys, had he had Jurgen Klopp as his manager, they would have had the same problem because how Liverpool created most of their chances was by counter-pressing, stealing the ball, starting a counter-attack, and then creating a chance. Wow, guys, I have breaking news. Al Jazeera news right here, everyone. It's over. It's over for the world. Caicedo came out and said, under Pochettino, we ran more than De Zerbi. Obviously, they did because that's the type of manager Poch is. And instead of directing your anger towards Poch, be angry at Winstanley and Stewart for hiring a guy that plays pressing football because everyone and their dog knows Pochettino is a pressing manager. This is a fact. You didn't bring him in expecting to play possession, beautiful 4-3-3, pass left, pass right. That's not what he does. So he basically what Caicedo came out and said is, under Pochettino, we ran more because that's his style. His style is pressing. His style is not possession. So that's the thing. So that's not a dig at Poch at all. That's just the way he plays. You would have had the same exact problem. You would have had the same exact problem had Klopp been your manager. Remember the first season when Klopp was manager, when they were talking about the injuries and how Klopp's training methods ruins them and how every week there's a fucking ACL. All that shit happened in the first year of Klopp for the same exact reasons because you have to get used to that training method. But what's the fruits of your labor is if you just waited, you could have won a league, you could have won a Champions League using that method, which is what Jurgen Klopp done.
Get out of it. Get
which
out
is
of
what
it.
Jurgen Klopp done.
You are an enemy of progress, yeah, because we are you are an enemy of you are a chief. You are the chief enemy of progress when it comes to my club, yeah. Look at me, sip that water as well. Keep sipping it, yeah. Because bro,
it's hot, it's 40 degrees. You can't drink water now.
Hold on, Husam, yeah. You've literally just said my argument for me, yeah. They went and hired a manager that's all about pressing. Maybe in the interview, he hoodwinked them a little bit and said, yo, I've adapted my method. Don't forget, we know Poch from pressing football from his time at from his time out in the league before, yeah. But by now, you'd expect them to evolve. And I can't lie, in pre-season, yeah, people like to ignore pre-season, but it's an indicator of how the manager's trying to play, and you can have a look at the new players as well, yeah. This guy went completely away from what he was doing in pre-season after Nkuku got injured, and it got even worse when Carney got injured, yeah? And then what happens? When he realizes his job's on the line, when he realizes his job's on the line, he decides to go back to what was working in pre-season. We win 5 games in a row. Do you know what I'm saying? End of the day, Poch did not work with the sort of players that we've got. And I kept telling you, lot, we need to go bring a coach that aligns with the players that we've got, because we keep bringing in players that are technical. I want to play possession style football. That is what Maresca is. Whether you rate him or not, he's a possession style manager. Yeah. So therefore, it's a good sign, bro. Right now, you're not gonna go bring a Conte to go manage these guys. You're not gonna go bring like a Klopp, like you said, for example, HUSAM, to manage these guys, because they're technical ballers, bro. They need a De Zerbi, they need an Arteta, they need a Pep, they need a Maresca. That sort of manager. That's the sort of coach they need. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like that. Using the Arsenal blueprint. I've heard he used
that type of coach they need. Don, you are the biggest politician. You are the biggest politician, and you're fraudulent, because everything you said has nothing to do with what I've said.
Thank you. I thought I was the only one. Confused and convinced, bro.
You're blaming Poch because Caicedo said we ran more, but that's the Pochettino style anyway. That's the Poch style.
You adapt. So Mo, exactly, this is what I'm telling you. He was a spy.
Klopp hasn't adapted since Mainz. What do you mean you adapt?
Mo, let me tell you something about Poch. That guy was a spy. He knew he was killing these lot, but he said, fuck it, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it.
Everyone really believes that, by the way. You really believe that. He really believes
Arteta prop as well. That's the funny part.
Hold on. Everyone can see how Southgate misuses the players that we've got here for England. But all of a sudden, when it comes to our players, when it comes to Chelsea players, they're shit. And Poch has got nothing to do with it. Then you got guys like HUSAM that defend him because they know the progression would have been slow with him. They know the progression.
Your players are shit. And no, I don't know that, because if Pochettino was your manager, you can ask Mo this. If Pochettino wasn't sacked and he was your manager, I think you would have walked top 4 next season. You'd have walked it. Because of continuity, sustainability. It was working at the end. At the end of the season, he figured out the formula. Be it too long, it worked. And against Forest away, when Nuno Santo combated this, he changed everything up in the second half and won the game with his substitutions. So all this talk about adapt. First of all, when we say, I hate buzzwords, adapt. First of all, Ancelotti doesn't adapt. Pep doesn't adapt. Klopp doesn't adapt. Best managers in the world. No, but the best managers in the world do not adapt. Jurgen Klopp's been playing the same way since Mainz. Pep Guardiola has been playing the same way since Barcelona B. All this adapt stuff is just buzzwords. At the end of the day, sometimes... No, hear me out. Sometimes you change the way you play based on your opponent. Meaning, but that happens rarely. I'll give you the example. Pep Guardiola played defensive at Anfield. That's normal, because when you go away to Anfield, you play in that style. Same with Arteta. Same with multiple different managers. You adapt in specific situations. You don't adapt across the season. Now, with Mauricio Pochettino, he had you... This is what happened. I divided your season into 3 thirds. The first third of the season, he went for it, played attacking football. Your players weren't converting chances, so the results didn't come. He then switched all the way to the other side, which was play defensive football in the hope of getting some results. The results were coming every now and then, and it wasn't working. And at the end, he was like, fuck this, let's just go all gung-ho. He inverted Cucurella. He just went full on attack, and you won the games. And one of the reasons as well, you know, this is what makes me laugh. People come here and do Nicholas Jackson prop. Was he not the same person at the start of the season for the first 4 months that was getting compared to Højlund and Nunez? That it was literally the tweet every day on Twitter was Nicholas Jackson versus Højlund versus Nunez. Who's better? Like, everyone said this, so Jackson wasn't converting the chances. And on top of that, the injuries. The injuries didn't help. You know, Reece James comes back away at Newcastle, gets sent off, drops an all-time stinker, and on top of that, gets injured again. So, like, these are things. Gusto plays, and then he gets injured. And then when Cucurella's injured, Chilwell is injured, and blah, blah, blah. And it's just, it became a thing where you had too many injuries. And please don't tell me the injuries are caused by the manager, because I don't buy this school of thought. Because
they were.
Because the same players ran for him on the pitch every time, and they ran for him on training every time, and they all complained. Did you see your players' Instagram when they sacked Poch? Does that look like someone who was, you know, putting them through a concentration?
Enzo didn't even post anything, and the guy's from the same country as him, bro. What were we talking about it?
Why are you focusing on Enzo? Talk about Jackson.
Guys like Jackson, yeah. Jackson is a young delinquent, yeah, and he likes to have fun with substitute teachers, yeah. You know, in school when you've got a substitute teacher, you know it's time to mess about, yeah, because
how can you respond to the
teacher's not about? That's why he was so upset, because he was allowing him. Poch was allowing Jackson to come off the pitch, go on the bench, and go celebrate with the team and get himself booked. Yeah, Poch was allowing this guy to get 9 yellow cards and that. Yeah, from shouting at people doing crazy nonsense. Of course, he's gonna be upset. Enzo,
you're gonna be
these guys didn't post nothing because the guy was a bum and he was a spy. Fuck Poch.
Make sure you guys go subscribe to Don CFC. His first Maresca out video is dropping in December. Subscribe to his channel. Be there on that stream. He's like, Maresca out. Get him out of my club. He doesn't adapt. He keeps playing the 4-3-3. He thinks he's Pep Guardiola. Blah, 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 blah. I just see it coming. You're going to be one of the people that turns on Maresca 100 million percent.
Let me ask you a question.
Gaz, Ziad, Lewis. I already know the ones who won't. Lewis has to take a bit longer to turn because of all the negative shit he got when he turned on Poch. So Lewis might turn like 4 games later. You're going to be one of the earliest ones that turn. So will Chad. So will a lot of people. You guys are going to be one of the few people to turn. I think by December, you're going to be Maresca out. When you're in 10th, and you suddenly realize that the players are.
You know, Don, he's a bit more pressure resistant. I think he'll make it into January. I mean, January is when he'll start. He'll make it to January. No, but Don
will never be Maresca out. Don will not be Maresca out. If Chelsea are 10th, Don is never Maresca out. No, because the amount of receipts, bro, the amount of receipts that would come out.
Bro, he's pressure resistant. He'll just argue all of the points like he did all the last season. That's what he does, bro. He makes loads of outlandish statements, then backtracks and hopes we forget.
And then
we're not forgetting. We're not forgetting that you said this Chelsea team will finish 3rd under Pochettino, which is terrible. 12 months later. So Don,
I changed it to 4th.
And then where did you finish? 6th.
Hold on, quickly. You know what annoys me more about this whole situation before we move on to Kane and Foden?
What annoys you?
Kane and Foden, yeah, is because the main reason why I wanted Poch. I said the main reason why I want this guy is because the reality, don't forget that word. The reality is that we've signed young players. And Poch has got a proven record at Southampton and at Tottenham of working with young players. Yeah, out of all the options that we had at the time.
How did that work out for you?
And on top of that, bro, it didn't work out because he was a fraud, right? And it is what it is. I've got to hold that one.
We tried to warn you, Don. We're trying to warn you again to calm down and listen to us. Maresca's had 1 year in the Championship. You just said HUSAM is an enemy of progress. But Poch took you from 12th to 6th. I don't know if that's not progress. I don't know what is. So, like, you know what I'm saying? So,
that was a progress because a second ago it's you're only 4 points away from
10th. But that was progress. Go from 12 to 6 though. Is that not progress? I'm asking you.
Yeah, but you're the one that's still talking as if we finished 12th.
No, I'm telling you finished 6th, not 5 points away from 4th, like you keep telling everyone. I'm telling you finished 6th, not 5 points away from 4th.
Everyone's raving on about Spurs. They lost more games than us and finished a point ahead of us.
What has Spurs got to do with this conversation? I'm just saying you said HUSAM is an enemy of progress when the manager that HUSAM was backing took you from 12th to 6th and you sacked him. So who's the real enemy of progress here?
1 game a week, draw into Sheffield, draw into
I never asked for the reasons, bro. I just talked about the progress, bro.
Losing to West Ham. I can keep going, bro. Starting 2
attackers. You said you wanted progress. He showed you progress. That's it. That's the fact.
Bro, I've told you already. I've got a rap sheet for Poch. I've got a recall. I don't want to talk about that bum anymore anyway. And good riddance to that manager, yeah? And good luck to whatever club gets him next. You know? Good luck. I really hope that this Wilson Fisk guy at Liverpool right now, yeah, when he gets sacked, you're not going to go in for Poch. You're going to feel pain, HUSAM. And I hope you feel pain.
Why do you think Arne Slot will get sacked?
I would have taken Poch over Arne Slot anyway.
Oh, you want Poch over Arne Slot, do you?
When Jurgen Klopp announced he'd leave, I said out of all active Premier League managers, the one that I want is Poch. Why? Because you see the difference between me and you. I don't waffle. Klopp presses, Poch presses. It fits right in. He's the exactly what the doctor orders. Both of them run, both of them press, both of them play offensive football. No problem, I'll take him. The ones that I wanted over him were Xabi Alonso, because Xabi Alonso is the generational talent when it comes to managers, because this guy is fucking inventing tactics. Him and Thiago Motta are making new tactics as we speak. People don't realize this. Those two are like fucking next level. And Amorim, because he done it twice. Like he won the league and then waited and then won it again with a team that isn't a Porto or a Benfica. Those are the 3. But out of Premier League managers last season, 19 Premier League managers in front of my face, other than Pep, obviously, because he's not attainable. All the Premier League managers lined up. I would have chosen Pochettino for my club because I went with the profile. And no, that's not scary at all. Listen, you just mentioned the Caicedo quotes about running and pressing. That's literally what Klopp does. Like Jurgen Klopp did that.
To be fair, I did say that he would work. He could potentially work at a team like Liverpool.
Yeah, Poch suits us like a glove. There is no problem with
anyway, good riddance to that guy. He's gone now. It's time for some Enzo Maresca It's time for some carbonara. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about him saying there's a trust the process? What do you think?
Bro, trust the process, innit?
No. There are two things. Pochettino said that we're here to win. Enzo Maresca said he's here to challenge. Is that correct? Are you gonna hold him? The last question I'm gonna ask you, Don.
Yes, you have to hold him accountable. Thank you, Mo.
Are you gonna hold Enzo Maresca to the same standards?
Yep.
And you're gonna have the receipts on him like you did with Pochettino for 9 months.
Bro, I've said it already. Minimum next season, top 4, and to challenge for all the trophies. And now that we're in the Conference League, win me the Conference League, bro. Win me the Conference League. You know what I'm saying? The season after that, then I can talk about challenging. Next season, if we can keep our main guys fit, and then obviously right now we're not even in August yet, we can make a few more additions here and there. You get me? We find ourselves in a position to challenge. My expectations will change. But for now, I'm being realistic. Because if I say,
this is the realistic version. This is the realistic one.
Top 4. But why did people act people act as if top 4 is the most difficult thing to get, bro? I don't understand. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It's not the same.
No, tell us the pathway again. Start
Every
again.
single season with top 4 is that team wants to give it to that team, and that team wants to give it to that team. Let's not act as if top 4 is like challenging, bro. That's the bare minimum I need.
No. Say what you said again on full screen, please. You just said
minimum top 4.
If we sign players, we might challenge this year. Yes, tell the world, please.
No, I said if we find ourselves in a situation where we're challenging, my expectations will change, and I want us to go for it. But as it is right now, top 4 minimum and challenge for all the trophies. You get me?
And that's the realistic one. That's the realistic one.
What do you want me to do? So if you're telling me if we're in a position to be challenging, yeah, like
I know we have.
You don't have to explain yourself, bro.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna press this.
I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry. Like the video, but I'm sorry. Sorry.
What are you basing this on? For
example, Chelsea challenge.
Hold on. Let me just put the context before you answer. We are skeptical because we're looking at a manager who doesn't have any experience in a top flight ever. The guy has 1 year of coaching in a championship. But last season, you had a manager who challenged, who took a team that wasn't consistent. Pochettino challenged for the league before. Yes, he did.
No, you said he challenged for us.
Not for you. Like when we based our expectations on Poch and stuff, when you said I want Poch, it's because this guy has won the league before with Paris Saint-Germain, who has reached a Champions League final. He has a CV, he has a resume that you can sit and say, maybe this guy can do something. So how are you basing your expectations on someone who doesn't have any experience at all?
Bro, what do you mean don't have any experience? He literally, bro, when Leicester got relegated, people, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, he's freaking Pep's number 2. Stop doing that, bro.
The irony coming from you is crazy. The irony coming from you is so crazy because the funny thing about Maresca...
But I didn't expect him to finish top 4 in his first season, though. That's the difference.
Hold on, Maresca's even taken a big job with some experience. Arteta walked in with no experience. He's even still learning on the job.
And I wasn't saying top 4.
That's why. Hold on. None of the Arsenal people said we would challenge. That's the thing.
No, but hold on. I never said, Mo, where did I say we're going to challenge? Where did I say we're going to challenge? You didn't hear what I said, Mo. This is what I'm saying.
We didn't even think top 4, bro. How about that? You're talking about top 4 and winning the Europe and Conference League.
We can move on to Kane and Foden. I said my minimum expectation is top 4 and to challenge for all the trophies. However,
and to win the Conference League. Don't lie. Don't miss that.
When the Conference League, they should win it. Actually, they are favorites.
You don't keep cutting me off.
They're playing F9 on my keyboard, bro.
When Arsenal finished 5th and then they challenged the following year, a lot of Arsenal fans' expectations changed, even though they didn't expect the team to challenge. Same thing as me. Right now, if we go and challenge next season, we're in February and we're still up there, you know, looking like we can challenge. I want us to go for the league. Yeah. I'm not saying that we're going to challenge. I'm saying if we're in a position to challenge, I want us to do it. But realistically, right now, I'm looking at more top 4 and, like I said, challenge for all the
top competitions.
Yes, bro. That's what I said.
You say Spurs were in a position to challenge this season?
Challenge for the league.
The one that just gone. Were they in a position to challenge at the start of the season?
I mean, that was a bit too early. I wasn't saying anything about them being in a challenge. That was a bit. Listen to what I said. I said February, March. I said February.
No, I was just asking. I was asking if you thought Spurs were in the challenge last season.
No. Bro, Spurs had an amazing start to the season. I don't see them doing that again.
Don, you're absolutely one of the best Chelsea reps I've seen on YouTube ever. Wallah al-azim. Wallah al-Azim, you are the best. I can't wait to talk through the season when things are
All right,
happening.
bro. I'm looking forward to it because of Don. I'm looking forward to
Don,
it.
if
You
things are
lost.
happening, you're gonna be amazing.
Evo, first game of the season, playing out from the back against fucking Man City, getting destroyed like 5-0. You know, first game of the season.
But Don will come and have a reason. No, but we had some good passages of play. I can see what Maresca's trying to do. We might have lost 5-0.
Yeah,
but we can see
Pochettino actually drew 3-3 with them, and we should have won the game if it wasn't for refereeing.
The people love you, Don. I promise you, the
this
people love
time
you.
there were like playing patterns, and we passed out from the back, and it was beautiful to see, even though we lost 5-0.
Listen, guys, let me do these super chats, guys. There's 800 people here, and we aren't even on 300 likes. We need at least 500 likes. It's elite content.
Don, I think you're gonna be so delusional next year. I'll be so honest.
Oh, I'm documenting. This one's guiding my phone.
Can you do the likes, Osama, as you tell me? Can you tell them to like?
Yeah, hit the like button, guys. Let's get to 300 likes.
Don makes YouTube fun. He makes YouTube fun, man. Big up, Don, man. My guy.
You know what's the speaking locally to Don is more fun than like the realistic Chelsea fans, because this guy
like Silver Surfer is no fun at all.
All the way bad, like go all the way bad. I said challenging.
You Silver Surfer
completely different, Don. It's completely different because me and Husam did a show with Nina the other day. I did a show with Ziad. I did a show with Dan. It's completely different perspective, and it's completely different, bro. Like it's night and day. Like they're talking about different clubs, different clubs. It's not the same club, bro.
Yeah, but no.
If I was Bowley, I'd hire Don. I'd sign Don to be on my PR team and my scouting team, my coaching team, bro. You'd be multifunctional in my role, bro. I'm hiring you, Bowley. This is your man. There's no one that's going to sell your PR better than this man. So hire him now. 100 grand a year.
Okay, let me do some chats before Husam. LFC Liverpool bought new cook lady and one guy for the security at night in Anfield. We're making moves. Let's go. Here we go. Big up move.
See how we bought a French club? Remember when I told you about this movie?
Yeah, Bordeaux.
I need to listen.
Bordeaux. Randy Division, thoughts on the Lebanese Saliba to Real Madrid transfer. Saliba said they can go sign me in FIFA. Literally, my man. You guys know that he literally said that. Someone asked him.
I think you're talking about Euro. I think it's talking about Euro.
The Lebanese Saliba, you're talking about Euro. Man United actually had their bid accepted. Lenny Euro is the Lebanese. By the way, because Saliba, you know, Saliba's dad is Lebanese. You guys know that.
Oh yes, Mo, you told us this 100 times.
Okay, maybe
he's trying to flex on his stats, bro. He's trying to flex, dog.
Me?
Yeah.
You're trying to flex. Why did you bring it up? What relevance did that have to the show?
Yeah, because there's a Lebanese flag here. Are you seeing the super chat? There's a Lebanese
flag. TV is Lebanese.
Well done. You did your research. You went on Google. Well done, bro.
I actually did. If you think Reece, who I haven't seen in 2 years, is better than Ben White, that's a big loser's opinion I have ever heard.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy what fans, to be fair.
If Reece is fit, I think he's amazing, to be honest. Reece James.
If Reece is fit, he's played like 15 games in 2 years. If
you guys know, Reece James missed about 2 years.
Who else are you going to mention? Wesley Fofana?
Diaby would have been the next Vieira as well, but we missed.
Yeah, I still remember Diaby at Anfield, by the way. Diaby at Anfield.
Just in case you lot didn't know, yeah, just go look up James Justin and Ricardo Pereira's injury records, yeah, the big injuries that they had. Not one injury between them under Maresca last season. Not one. Yeah.
Okay, so Reece James is gonna embody the same thing. Makes sense.
Yeah, Leicester's injury record was.
So Reece James's injury last year under Potter, is it also Potter's fault?
Nah, bro. Bro, Reece breaks down regardless. You know what I mean? But it's the
first time. So why did you bring up that stat then?
It's the first time he's had his hamstring surgery. He's never had it before. He kept delaying it. So let's see. And he's trimmed down a bit as well.
And he's got Maresca, so.
Look at Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez was hold on, Mo. I thought Joe Gomez was done for, Mo. Husam. Now he's been fit, basically. And he had a big injury, bro. Two big injuries.
No, Joe Gomez. No. Joe Gomez's problem isn't fitness. See, this is the problem. You make wrong comparisons.
No, he had 2 big injuries.
No, Joe Gomez's problem wasn't fitness. His problem was performances. He played like shit a year before. That's the problem with Joe Gomez. It had nothing to do with.
He wasn't looking the same.
No, he played like absolute dog shit. So did all our centre backs, to be honest with you, and the system and everything.
He struggled to maintain fitness, and now he's always fit. You know what I'm saying? So let's see, innit?
He did not, but the manager didn't change, and Klopp is a running manager as well. So where do you go from here? See,
maybe his bones got stronger. His bones could have got stronger after surgery. You know
Oh,
what I'm
Big
saying?
up Mo. Nice.
Man drank more milk, more calcium. You know what I mean?
Big up Mo, Osam and the lads. Thank you, Adam, for the super chat. Really appreciate you. From his gunner saying, need Don to wing me on a night out. Elite.
Mate, you're cleaning up. You're cleaning up, lad.
I'm an elite wingman. I'm telling you, bro. Shout
we
me.
believe you. We believe
hey, you know what?
Though.
I believe you. To be honest, I believe you.
No one's debating that.
I need one, but I believe you.
Okay, Osam, but is Poch style built for that squad? That's
yes, Blaze. Yes, he is built for the squad. Your problem, Blaze, is you're just the delusional individual, just like all the Poch outers who think that the manager is at fault. Yes, it is built for the squad because you have a team that can press. And by the way, you know one of the advantages of Poch, and Don doesn't realize this. Yes, one of the advantages, the electricity came back. Big up third world countries. One of the advantages of Poch is the following: he actually, and if Don is not fraudulent, he acknowledged this. He gave Palmer the actual freedom to do whatever the fuck he wanted. This is a fact. This is not like I'm not making shit up. He gave Palmer full-on freedom. Do whatever the fuck you want. Cole, Cook. Kylian Mbappe's best ever numbers came under Poch because he always takes the best forward, gives him the freedom to do whatever the hell he wants.
Messi's worst numbers came under Poch.
And now Maresca is going to play a lot more controlled football. So Palmer might come out of it in a negative light. It's just the truth of the matter. When I say negative light, I don't mean he's going to turn crap all of a sudden. I just mean he might not replicate his own numbers.
You know, Maresca is actually the guy that made Palmer a right winger because Palmer came through as a 10. It was Maresca that changed his position.
And then you say now that you prefer him centrally. Maresca's going to put him back in the right wing, and you're going to be Maresca out. Why is he playing Palmer on the right wing?
I don't mind Palmer on the right. I think Palmer's good on the right. I just prefer him more centrally. I think Madueke's the one that I want on the right to be stretching the pitch and running at guys. Yeah,
trash, bro. It's fucking trash, that player.
No, Madueke is not trash. Madueke is not.
How dare you, Kudley? How dare you?
Madueke is not that bad.
Madueke is a good dribbler.
He should be playing for West Ham.
Only how can you call a guy that only Kudus and Doku took on their man more than him? How can you call him crap?
Yeah, that's why I just called him a good dribbler.
And he had some good GA as well last season for a guy that barely played.
What was his GA?
He got I think got 8 goals, 3 assists, something like that.
You think or you know? Like, let be sure, man. Be sure.
Yeah, you have to sometimes. Let me just double check.
When it's done, you have to be sure, man, because he can just say it with confidence and no one checks it. Like, and that he's got 8.
Okay, he has 5 goals and 2 assists.
Oh, there we go.
That's 8 goals and 3 assists. Don't say it. There we go. Like,
of goals and assists
don't
together
sound anything like. There we go. Then
he got 8 GA. That's why I'm getting confused. He got 8 GA.
He got 7 GA, bro.
No,
7.
He got 6 goals.
7 GA.
Hold on, Don. Since we're speaking on Palmer, then, do you think Palmer should start for England over Phil Foden in that central role?
Yeah, I do. I spoke to these lot in the group chat about Palmer, bro. I said Palmer is a better creator than Foden. I don't really look at Foden as the go-to creator in the team. I think Foden's good on the ball, good at driving at guys, good in tight spaces. But when you need that final pass, when you need a little bit of creativity, bro, Palmer was literally our chief conductor, right, last season at Chelsea. And there was so many guys that were missing chance after chance after chance where you're just plating them up. And one thing I like about Palmer, he creates clear-cut chances, easy chances to just bury. We haven't really seen that from Foden. There's no link between the midfield and the attack. So for me, I'd rather start Palmer in that 10 and drop Foden, bro. I think he's a better creator than him.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd go as far as all that, but what I will say,
I don't think it's crazy. Sam, why are you? I don't think it's crazy at all.
Yeah, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to go as far as what Don said, but I'll be honest with you. I don't know how many in a knockout tournament, in a tournament, has anyone seen Foden have a good game for England yet? If so, please tell me the game and I'll go watch it. But for England, at any tournament, I've not seen Foden ever give them a good performance. So trying Cole Palmer on the back of this season he's had as a number 10 is not the worst idea at all. I wouldn't go as far as he's better at this and better than that Don said.
Bro, he's a better creator though. That's the fact of the matter. And I think for me, I think it will actually benefit Saka as well because last season, Gusto, Madueke, and Palmer, they had a nice triangle relationship on that side because Palmer likes to sway onto the right, go into the midfield. So I think it would actually help Saka quite a lot because he can find those passes. The amount of times I'm seeing Saka running in behind and no one's finding him, bro. Foden's good. I like Foden, but he just doesn't really have that in him. Whereas Palmer, he'll see the run and he'll just play the pass. You know what I'm saying? He just progresses the play. That's what he likes to do. You know what I mean? I was seeing it all last season for Chelsea, bro. You know? So for me, I think he has to start.
I agree with Don. Palmer and Trent are the only two creative players in this team. Only. Palmer is the creative offensive player, and I'm being serious. You think I'm trolling? I'm not. Palmer is the only guy that looks for the pass, that looks to create for his teammates. Yep. Phil Foden is very direct. Saka's direct as well. Saka can create, but he's more direct. Harry Kane just lost it, in my opinion. Trent is the guy that creates. The problem is
Foden needs to get dropped, but I'm not sure Palmer is the answer because Palmer is.
Who's the other creative player, Husam?
How can you say you're not sure?
Wait, Husam, what's your formation for England? What is your formation for England? If you're going,
I'll tell you what I'll do.
He doesn't give a fuck. He wants Trent to play, and that's it.
I'd go Pickford, Trent. Of course, it has to be Trent. Stones and Guehi, or actually Konsa and Guehi, given the fact that Stones has been fucking shit, to be honest with you. On the left, you could go, what's his name? Luke Shaw, if he's fit. Sure. Yeah, and in midfield, I'd say my midfield three would be Rice. I go Bellingham, and I would go in the 10 Foden. On the right, I'd go.
What's he done in there?
Let him finish.
On the right, Gordon on the left. And Kane down the middle, and I would tell Harry Kane, who I think has been, and I tell Harry Kane, who's been one of the worst players, we need you to act like a target man. I think his problem, he keeps dropping deep, he keeps picking up the wrong spaces. There were times when Saka had the ball and Harry Kane is behind him. There were times when Bellingham has the ball and Harry Kane is behind him. There were times when he was next to Declan Rice in the DM. When you have all these creators, you need Harry Kane in the box. And that's where he scored his goals, in the box. Actually, sorry, I forgot Mainu. So I would drop Foden and I'd play Mainu. Yeah, my bad.
Now Mainu at a 10.
I thought that the team that you said in the beginning.
No, Mainu is not a 10. The 10 would be Bellingham.
Bellingham behind Harry Kane.
Bellingham at the 10 is terrible.
We told you about this 3 days ago. Remember this.
You said Cole Palmer starts for your club, Husam, but you don't want to start him for England. Let me just read a few stats here. Hold on, let's just go through this. So England versus hold on. Let's just read a few stats. No, because this team's clearly lacking creativity, but he wants to keep persisting with something that's not working. Let's just read a few stats. So against Switzerland, yeah, England had 0.65 XG. Switzerland had 1.47. Yeah, England created 0 big chances against Switzerland. 0. And if it wasn't for Saka bailing us out, the way Palmer kept bailing us out last season, we'll lose that game. Yeah. Let's go to Slovakia. Let's go see the stats over there. Yeah. 1.52 XG. Slovakia had 2.15 XG. Only 2 big chances created with the quality that we have. Yeah. That's against Slovakia. Let's go to the team before that. Slovenia. Yeah. 1 big chance created. 0.8 XG, bro. 0.8 and 1 big chance created.
Yeah, but this is all
you're telling me to keep persisting with Jude Bellingham in the 10, who's done fuck all in the 10 apart from just box.
No, but hey, I'll tell you something.
And hold on. And Foden, who we know isn't that good for England anyway, bro.
I'm not going Foden. I dropped Foden for Mainu. That's why I dropped.
You didn't stop Palmer.
Yeah, I didn't start Palmer because I think Palmer's been done fuck all for England as well. I think Southgate is the overarching problem. That's the reason why all these stats happening. First of all, you say Bellingham did nothing. Without Bellingham's 2 goals, you're currently sat at home watching the Euros with no country involved.
Overall performance, bro. That's why you like Salah. That's why you like Salah.
Whether you say, listen, at the end of the day, you say stuff like this, you know, overall his performance wasn't good or it was good or blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, he had 2 clutch moments that saved England. That's just a fact. That's just not an opinion whatsoever. At the end of the day, he scored a overhead kick and he scored the goal against Serbia as well. So he's at least had 2 clutch moments. Saka's had his moment. And I think overall, the way that England play is the problem. England's played 12 times. When they were 1-0 down to Switzerland and when they were 1-0 down to Slovakia. When they started playing attacking football, you saw the real quality of England. So, yeah.
No, but Husam, I hear what Don's saying, and it's like, it's very rare me and Don actually agree on stuff. But in terms of Bellingham as a 10, ain't it, bro. And the reason why it's not it is because the result of Bellingham as a 10 has led to things like Declan Rice trying to do more dribbling, him trying to do more dribbling, looking intricate, which is not his game. His game is energy, being in the right positions. Whereas if Southgate got the midfield right, for me, England's best midfield is either Bellingham, Rice, and Foden, or Bellingham, Rice, and Palmer. Like for me, those are the best midfields, but with the correct balance, where Palmer would be carrying and being creative, or Foden would be carrying and being creative, where Rice and Bellingham can get on with their responsibilities. So, Husam, your team is nearly perfect. What I would change in your team is I put Bellingham in the 8 alongside Rice, and then I'd probably give Palmer a chance for the sheer fact that Foden ain't it for England. Unless, chat, let me know if I'm being ridiculous. I ain't seen a good performance for Phil Foden at any tournament for England. Maybe it's Southgate not using him right for sure, but on the back of Palmer's season, I think it's worth giving him a shot. But where Southgate fucked up is in that third game in the group stage. He probably had a chance to be a little bit more experimentative if he'd gone gung-ho at the start. But because he's so conservative, England are always going to suffer. If this guy scams the Euros, it'll be the biggest criminal activity in football.
It's going to be the biggest scam, bro.
It'll be worse than Greece winning the Euros, man.
This is the problem, though. Husam's talking about, Jude Bellingham helped you moments, bro. This team right now that we've got, should not be depending on moments, bro. Yeah, this is the problem I kept complaining about with Chelsea. I said we're a moments team and we're Cole Palmer FC because of how the team set up. Where certain man are playing, it doesn't work. Playing Gallagher in the 10 does not work. Playing Enzo in the 10 does not work. Playing certain man out of position does not work. And playing Jude and Foden, there's just no fluidity, bro, in that role. And again, the team is lacking creativity. Even the other day, it was very clear to see that when we went down and he brought on all those subs, Eze, Palmer, and those Luke Shaw he brought on, the team was more attacking and it just looked a little bit better. It looks like, okay, we've actually got them pinned back. Now we need someone to find that final pass. That's what he needs to go with, bro. He needs to go with an attacking lineup which plays the best players in their best positions, bro. Jude Bellingham's best position is not a 10. And for me, Foden doesn't warrant starting. Anymore, bro.
England are good enough to not have to play players out of position. I don't understand what Southgate is on. You don't have to just throw a man on the pitch just because you need your best. Like, play the right man in the right position. Gordon has to start on the left for me. Like, it's the only thing that makes sense. And that's the only thing that could potentially activate Harry Kane, because with Foden, the difference between Foden and Sterling is Foden's not making those runs that Sterling would make for Kane. So Kane doesn't look that bad in those situations because Sterling was always taking up the space. But whereas Foden is just always trying to cut inside all the time from that position, it just looks odd. The whole structure.
What I'm going to do after this, I'm going to send Husam a 4.5-minute compilation, It's not even a Cole Palmer compilation. It's a compilation of missed chances at Chelsea last season. Majority of the comps is Cole Palmer just giving guys.
But it's Pochettino's fault. Giving
guys the ball, And listen, Jackson got quite a few goals, last season because Cole Palmer was feeding him like a baby. That's one of the main things I said about Cole Palmer. I said, I like Cole Palmer in the 10 because the chances he creates for the attackers are very good chances. We've spoken about Harry Kane. Harry Kane's legs are tired, bro. He can't be dropping into the midfield. He's not even creating for others anymore because there's no one that's running off of him anymore. You know what I'm saying? So he needs chances created for him. And like I've just read to you, the team are not creating chances because of the players that he's playing at the minute and how he's setting up the team.
Why are you fighting me when I think the problem is Southgate and style? The problem is Southgate. It's not individuals. Even Phil Foden. The problem is the manager. Because I have 10 minutes worth of football when England were down to Slovakia and 10 minutes worth of football where England were down to Switzerland, where they actually played really good football. Go look at England 1-0 down. Please, just go watch. Forget the foreign.
That's when they don't listen to the manager. They just do their own thing. All right, guys, we got to win this game.
Those like 20 minutes of football has more offensive football in them than the whole competition together put together for England. So that's the thing. So it's not a Palmer thing or a Foden thing. It's style. The problem for Man United is style. For hopefully he becomes Man United manager. The problem with England is style. The fact that Gareth Southgate is defensive. It's not an individual's thing or a player's thing. It's not just a matter of
with his team, bro.
But let me tell you the problem. The problem is not take off Bellingham, put on Palmer, and suddenly they're good. Because he would turn Palmer defensive too. Southgate.
No, but then why? So then, hold on, no. Because Palmer is one of the few players, yeah, that can actually work in chaos. Yeah, we had a messed up structure with Poch. I've already told you about, and we'll call Palmer FC. He was one of the few players that actually worked in it because he just done his thing. You know what I'm saying? When Palmer plays, you can clearly see this is a street footballer. He don't give a damn about what Southgate's got to say.
You're exaggerating.
If I was Palmer's boy, I'll say, man, Cole, don't listen to this.
You're exaggerating. He isn't cage football. Cage football.
How are you telling me Palmer's not?
He's not Jogo Bonito. Stop exaggerating. He's not that good.
Bro, HUSAM, you're telling me when you watch Cole Palmer, you don't see what he did to
We
Gallo?
saw him for England. He's done fuck all, bro. He's done nothing for England. He scored the penalty. Trent scored the penalty as well. Who gives a shit?
Hold on. Even when he came on the pitch,
when he came on, he made no difference. He had
that 20-minute cameo, when he first came on, the 20-minute cameo. You had the likes of Roy Keane saying, "Yo, when Cole Palmer gets on the ball, you feel like something's gonna happen. He's got a little bit of X factor about him." And like Mo has said, yeah, the only ones I'm looking at in this team that can create is Cole Palmer, Trent. I'll probably say Saka as well, but then Saka, he needs someone like a Cole Palmer to be feeding him because Saka wants to be running in between the lines, getting the ball. Everyone knows Saka and Kane have a good relationship. We're not seeing it much because no one's really helping Saka as well. Saka the other day had to literally take the game by the scruff of the neck and do his thing. Otherwise, there was no one really supplementing him, bro. Like for Arsenal, he normally has
Saka.
For Arsenal,
you know why? Because it suits his narrative.
For Arsenal, Saka normally has Odegaard, yeah, that roams in that area. And Odegaard, one thing about Odegaard,
I thought Saka doesn't take games by the scruff of the neck.
Hold on, Odegaard plays in the area that helps Saka. He gets the ball and he threads it in between the lines. He threads it in between the lines. That's why you see Saka get a lot of goals in the box and you see Saka get a lot of assists in the box because him and Odegaard have a good relationship. Saka and Foden do not have a relationship, bro. The relationship is broken. Yeah, Saka and Jude do not have a relationship. It is broken. That's why the other day. No, HUSAM, let me finish.
Dancing around the point. He's done nothing for England as well.
I'm telling you that Cole Palmer, yeah, is the right profile to be playing in that role. And I believe that Cole Palmer and Saka will have a better relationship than Foden and Saka, than Jude and Saka. You know, that's all I'm saying, bro. I think
Saka already has a good relationship. Its name is Trent and Saka.
And Trent behind him, even better. Yeah. You know what I mean? Even better. What you don't want us to really
asking, okay, here's the
problem. Sam, if you start Trent, wouldn't you start Gomez on the left?
I don't care.
Yes, I would definitely. I would
go Gomez on the left.
I would start Stones, Konza, and Gay. To be honest, to start Trent.
Yeah, Palmer is the penalty specialist, but Kane will take the penalties for England, so it doesn't matter.
Bro, my boy stepped up first, you know, to set the tone. You know, make sure everyone's calm. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure. You know
and my boy stepped up last. Scored the most important penalty to take.
Man, he's one that gets picked last.
And my boy had the country's weight on his shoulder because of the lot. I beg. Who cares? I beg, please.
Guys,
they scored. They won.
Saka and Mane were the two good players.
What Salah done for Egypt, biggest African team?
I'll tell you exactly what Salah's done for Egypt. He's like 5 goals away from being their top goal scorer. Kunle will know this because he watches African football. This is the worst era of Egyptian football ever. By far worst era ever. None of the players, you know, there's one Egyptian player right now that starts for the golden generation of Egypt, Mo Salah. The rest of them, not a single person would even make the squad of the team. This is the problem with people like you. You're coming to like Real Madrid under Bernd Schuster. You remember them? You know, with like Cannavaro and shit. We beat them 4-0 at Anfield, going like, Real Madrid's the biggest club in the world. What is Raul Gonzalez doing for them? Yeah, but the team's fucking shit. He took them to a World Cup, first time in 30 years, when it was only 5 African teams. Scored the 2 goals in the decisive game as well. So he done that. And at the end of the day, that Egyptian side had no right being in an AFCON final.
Can you imagine Salah in this England side? Like, are we being silly here?
Thank you.
Are we like joking?
People just
live Arsenal forever. Big up
people hate on Salah for no reason, bro, and I don't understand.
Literally, I hate it, bro. I hate it.
All I'm saying is, bro, I hope we don't see an England and France final. That might send me to sleep.
The worst game ever.
That might send me to sleep, man.
You know it's happening.
Wait, are we ever going to talk about
winning?
Are we ever going to have
let me just do Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. Guys, Don Palmer better be getting 30 GA next season because, boy, he sounds like the best player in the world right now.
They're exaggerating, Tevin. 10
Palmer
penalties and suddenly he's amazing.
Bro, I'll wax lyrical because he deserves it. He's one of the few players that deserve it. He literally got over 40 GA with no Europe. Yeah? No Europe. Without Cole Palmer, my team gets relegated, Tevin.
How many penalties? How many penalties?
11 or
not
9?
Out of 40.
11 penalties. It's crazy.
No one got more DNA than him.
11 or 9. I'm not sure. 11 or 9. I'm not sure.
Crazy.
He scored.
Look. Do you know what?
Palmer open play goals and penalties. Yeah, and on top of that, bro, penalties have got to score.
Did he? Did he?
Yeah, he did. Man got
10 penalties. 3 deflected goals. Big up,
bro.
Look. Hey, Don.
Ice cold.
Palmer is a baller for sure. But for me, we just clash with how we look at ballers because you can make a decision after 10 games. I need 2 seasons to give for someone to show me that they're consistent. So if Palmer next season with more pressure on him, like more respect from defenders and more attention focused on him, he's still given those same numbers. Then we can start talking about Cole Palmer. But one season,
the fact that you're bringing Palmer's name to Mo Salah,
we can already talk about Cole Palmer.
Beyond that. At the end of the day, whether you like it or not, Palmer has done fuck all for England. Nothing.
Cool.
Nothing. And I tried to explain. One second. And I tried to explain that it's Southgate's fault, but you guys are taking it personally and start mentioning the likes of Mo Salah for no reason whatsoever. Cole Palmer is not worth Mo Salah right foot. Let's not go there. Mo Salah's golden boots, playmaker awards.
That's why he mentioned right foot, by the way.
He's done it all already, so let's not go there, please. Mo Salah and Palmer. First of all, Palmer's not even better than Saka to begin with. Before you get to the Mo Salah,
I'm never gonna get into that. Because I want
we gotta go. Listen,
I want him in the same team.
It's cold.
Yeah, but anyway, listen, guys. I just want to say
something. I scored Palmer. He scored the penalty versus Switzerland. Give him Ballon d'Or.
Man United fans, for all the Man United, let me do the super chat for all the Man United fans in the chat that keep saying about this Euro bid accepted. Literally, Lil wants the money, and they accepted the bid, and they are begging Euro to accept going to Manchester United. And
he's waiting on Madrid. He ain't gonna say nothing.
It's so crazy that people keep saying Euro's bid got accepted. We know Man United just offered the money that Lil wanted.
Yeah, and we're going to offer the same money as well, Liverpool. It's just about
Liverpool.
Liverpool
literally said, we're willing to offer you the money you want. The player doesn't want to join your club. Take a hint. You know what? Just look in the mirror and take a hint, bro. Don't do what Liverpool did with Caicedo last season. Just don't do that. Don't do this. Nate is saying people hate.
No, remember yesterday what Lewis said. This is the new style. Caicedo didn't reject us. He just accepted Chelsea.
I like this. This is new thing.
That's Lewis. That's Lewis, right?
People.
That's Lewis. You know what Lewis said? Olise didn't reject us. He just accepted Bayern. He didn't reject us. That's
what he said.
Yeah. So now I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that logic from now on. Hey, Caicedo didn't reject us. He just accepted Chelsea. That's fine.
Seems legit.
People hate. Let me do this. Nate, thank you so much for the super chat. People hate on Salah because simply he doesn't pass the eye test. By the way, he does. He literally dribbled 3 guys from Manchester City to score an amazing goal and literally put the whole of the Spurs' amazing defense on the floor to score from a dead angle. So he does pass the eye test, right? Because he doesn't pass the eye test. Quite ironic, given the new stat merchant fan era. None of these slots are in Salah's stratosphere. Let me just tell you one thing about Salah. Right winger, his manager didn't want him. He wanted someone else. Came to the Premier League, broke a record that stood for over 20 years, playing right wing when no one is serving him. No one. The whole plan is not like Erling Haaland broke the record with the best creator in the league is playing underneath him, feeding him tap-ins.
As a centre forward.
Bro, where the whole system is built for him to tap the ball into the back of the net. Mohamed Salah, the manager didn't want him, broke the record in his first season. Right? Liverpool reached semi-final, final of the Champions League. Real Madrid had to injure the guy. It was one of the dirtiest plays. And if you play football, you know that Sergio
first
Ramos
20 minutes versus Madrid, we were so much.
On purpose.
Can't lie.
No, that was on purpose to take away the shoulder like this. Someone knew exactly what he's doing, Sergio Ramos. That's what Mohamed Salah did. But people say, he's not good enough. You're overhyping Mohamed Salah. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Just go watch different sports.
I don't get. I hate having to cheer on a Liverpool player so much, but the disrespect on Salah is crazy. Like, he's one of the greatest ever. He should have a Ballon d'Or. But anyone says he should have a Ballon d'Or under his name, whatever. And no, anyone can judge me on that if they want to. He is a legend, Premier League legend, African legend, a legend of the game, bro. Like, put some respect on his damn name.
No, it's fucking crazy. How can someone be like that effective for 7 fucking years for the same club? It's unfucking believable.
If he had Enya,
I'm sorry, with all due respect for the people that fucking don't know, right? Eden Hazard grew up in the Belgium, first world country. Mohamed Salah had to ride trains for 3-4 hours to fucking get to a training session for a club that you never heard of in your life.
Every time
they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to talk about it.
And no one wants to mention that he made it to the top of the game. That has nothing to do with Hazard or Ronaldo or all these guys. This guy, Mohamed Salah, if you're Egyptian, you're Arab, you know what Mohamed Salah had to go through to be a professional football player.
Yeah, he grew up in the village.
To make it to that level, you guys have no idea how tough it is to make it to that level. When he was rejected by the 2 top clubs in Egypt, right? And he had to go.
Yeah. People notice that Mo said Egyptian or Arab. He never said African. Notice he said that, by the way. So.
Egyptian. I said Egyptian. I never said that.
I know you said Egyptian or Arab. You could have said if you're African. Why didn't you say that?
Yeah, Egyptian. No, but from Egypt. No, but here's what he said.
From Egypt perspective.
The Egyptian
because
villages.
There is one more thing. African.
I'm playing
the African culture, the African struggles are the same to Egyptians struggles. So that's the thing. It's if you made it from Africa to Europe, and you grew up in Africa and you played for like a team in Nigeria or Cameroon, you fucking went through the trenches to make it to be a footballer. It's like you made it through everything to be. Sam Cole is saying, already said yesterday, Salah is nothing but Arab world bias. He can be a legend in Muslim and Arab world, but not for the Premier League. He always ghosts. People want McAllister to take penalty, one season wonder.
1 second more before you respond. Read the one after, because it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
Salah is
only rated by Liverpool fans and delusional Egypt fans. Lol says, all to be fair. 10 years time, no one will mention Salah's name unless it's a Liverpool fan shoehorning him in all-time 11s. That's very funny, C and Sam, and that just shows how retarded some of the Chelsea fans are. And I don't use that word loosely, but they are retarded. It's funny because Kunle, who's not Arab and is not Muslim and is not a Liverpool fan, has been doing Mo Salah prop for the last fucking 5 minutes. So where do we go from here? I can tell you about the guy on SDS podcast, Faisal, who's a Real Madrid fan, who does Mo Salah props. There are many people who do Mo Salah props, and it has nothing to do with bias. It has nothing to do with any of that. My favorite player at Liverpool is Trent Alexander-Arnold. Everyone knows the way I defend him, I'm ultra delusional. When it comes to Trent, I'm beyond delusional. I will tell you he's a very good defender. I'll go over the top when it comes to that. So it has nothing to do with race or any of that shit or where you're from. At the end of the day, no, it's not. Here's the thing. See, there's stuff you just don't understand, and we're talking about real life shit here. Look, I'm from Jordan. We have one player who's ever played in Europe. He plays in Montpellier right now. And it's like a pride thing for the whole country because you just don't get it. It's so difficult to make it from a village to Liverpool Football Club and lift the Champions League. Do you understand? The journey is completely different.
No, they don't.
When Mo mentioned Hazard, no, 1 second, because when you mentioned Hazard, they think it's a diss. It's not a diss. When you're Belgian and you play for Lille, your pathway to a Chelsea is a lot shorter than a pathway of someone growing up in Egypt or Nigeria or Jordan or somewhere, that's like a third world country, going up in a village, having to take a 6-hour train to go to training. These are completely different life challenges. Yeah. And everyone remembers Mo Salah has nothing to do with nationality or any of that shit. He's a Premier League icon.
Listen, people, I want to thank everybody that watched us. It's absolutely elite show. Don CFC in the chat, guys. You like Don? You don't
subscribe so you can hear Maresca in December. Let's go.
You like him, you don't like his takes, but to be honest, he's elite. He's absolutely elite. Don CFC in the chat. Antonio TV Media in the description as well. By the way, it's only one click away. And Husam's channel, of course, if you're not subscribed to This Is Football, you have been living under the rock for the last like 3-4 years. This football in the description. This will take you to the football terrace, guys, where straight facts, Terry and Dan Potts. Just one last super chat. When Kingsley won, these people don't know the struggle. No, they don't. I promise you, they don't.
Yeah, but Kingsley won. Using his logic, you're not Arab, and I would assume that you're not Muslim, and you're not Egyptian, and you're still raving about the guy because people just don't get it. People have this vision. People have this vision in their mind that it's only us who rates Mo Salah, but it's not the case. People all over the world fucking like him, bro. Like, what the hell?
Anyway, we'll see you guys soon, and we're out of here, people. Thank you so much.
Viva España! Viva la